Hey, howdy, hey, and welcome back to another Vital Cards video. Today we have a card show recap. We made 5 transactions and we only spent $100 on all this, and I think that's easy at this point after 2 weeks of college football and 1 week of the NFL. Is where we're recording this. I think this is an easy double up at least. Yeah, we got some good deals for sure, and we are going to start with Michael Jordan. So this is center stage insert out of Skybox. I just liked that. It kind of reminded me of platinum medallions from like 1998 or something around then, or 97 or 98. And was able to get this one for $8, which was about the lowest one on between eBay and COMC. That kind of price matched that. Just a cool one for the collection. I don't think it's grade worthy. Like a PSA 9 could do really well, but when you look at that top is some chipping, especially with it being black all around the card. For the border, just probably not worth grading. So just a cool one for the PC to have, just like having a few of his cooler looking cards at any point. So next up, we have a $12 purchase to get us up to $20. Cameron Ward. I had $12 left. They had a $20 price tag on it. And I was like, hey, I have $12. Would you accept that? I was told, the answer is probably no. And they like looked at it for a second, looked at me, looked back at it, and like, yeah, sure. So happy to make that deal. He's popping off for Miami, and I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated, but they look like they're the better team than anybody on their schedule. So, plus a draft prospect. In addition to being really good right now, he has a draft prospect. All right, next up, the first deal I did for the day, I did 3 for $5. So I found this Kyle McCord. This is X Factor and Gabby Sticks cards. I'm saying these are 1 per box, like a hobby box. So these are a little bit shorter printed, being hobby only. And Kyle McCord did not do the best at Ohio State, but he is now 2-0 at Syracuse. So he has at least, he has 2, was this major college name recognizable. So it's a first and it's a parallel that are a little bit shorter printed, so maybe that can do well. Next, I got this Jaden Reed. He just popped off for the Packers in Brazil. So this is his Michigan State uniform, but it is a Packers card. Luminance, they usually have their college jerseys, so this one's numbered out of 175. So I'm sure somebody would want that, and if I bought it for 2, I could hopefully get 5 for it if I can sell on the hype, if I can get that listed soon, to try and flip that. And then last from that deal was this Dak Prescott. I really just wanted like the Jaden Reed, and then I'm like, well, this Dak wouldn't be too bad. And then I was like, oh, the Kyle McCord wouldn't be too bad, and it's $2 each. So I was like, would you do 3 for $5? And he said, yeah, sure. So just kind of asking has worked out in my favor so far. Out of 125, this purple, and he just got the bank today for $240 million contract, I believe is what the reports came out. So that's pretty cool that I bought that without knowing. I don't love having any Dallas Cowboys cards, but he's a long-term man, so you want he'll be in a Cowboys uniform for another 4 years. Anyway, this is probably the best purchase of the day. This Joe Burrow. This is a red prism, and I believe these are a little bit more rare, and I believe they go for $80 to $100, and the guy had a $30 price tag on it, so that's a no-brainer in my book. Just being able to recognize it and flip it for what it is. I mean, he could have checked comps, I guess. I mean, he said he pulled it himself, so he gets his blaster box paid for, and I get a really cool card. He said, oh, I might grade it, but it's off center, left to right. Left is a little bit wider, I feel like, and then the back just has those roller mark scratches, so he probably would have wasted his money grading it. I don't know, sell it to someone who wants to grade it themselves. All right, next up we got a $50 deal. We got a couple one-of-ones, so I'll save those for a second. Isaiah Neyor out of $2.99. I'm just looking for a lot of football stuff. Drew Aller, starting quarterback for Penn State, pink refractor, not numbered, but a first. And then a Luther Burden from Leaf Metal out of 5. So highly touted wide receiver. All right, so first up, first one-of-one, Aaron Noland. He's the backup at Ohio State. I didn't realize it was a one-of-one until the guy was like pricing him out for me, and he's like, yeah, how about $15? I'm like, sure. Supposed to be the next guy. You know, Will Howard's there this year, but maybe he gets to play a little bit, some blowout wins. All right, next up, Noah Fafita. He's playing for Arizona right now, I believe. 1 of 6. So they're doing pretty good, I think, to start. And then last but not least, Bo Pribula. Meteor, I don't know. I mean, it's a play on meteor, obviously, but I don't know if they pronounce it different or not. So another one-on-one autograph backing up Drew Aller at Penn State at the moment. So I think I got some pretty cool cards for the prices I paid. And if you know what you're looking for, you can really take advantage of underpriced cards. So thank you all for watching, appreciate it. And I'll see you next week.